Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're talking about the NBA for Monday, December 18th. Have 5 really good picks in this video for you guys to consider, so stay tuned throughout the whole video to see all 5 picks, and you're going to want to see all 5 because last NBA video we went 5 for 5 in the video. Absolutely cashed out people who watched that. You can go back and watch that video if you guys want to see how I came to those picks. And these picks are posted in the private Discord before the video comes out, so you can get in on these lines because these lines are constantly changing. And you can see I posted them here, and then you can see I posted that they hit 5 for 5. Most of them covered easily, but like Sohan barely got there. I was on the under at 13.5, and he got 13 points plus assists. So with these lines changing, you might not have gotten it if you were not in the Discord. The private Discord is less than $1 per day. I'm just one capper in there. We have 5 plus other cappers in there giving out their picks as well. Recording this as the Sunday Night Football game ended. You could see Tailed Volo picks, another capper in there. Hit easily on the 2 for 2 here. A lot of cappers will only give a couple picks, just their favorites from all sports. So definitely get over here, check it out. Also, you'll notice that that last video was from Friday, so we don't post videos on the weekends, but we do post in the Discord. So definitely get in here, check it out to get cashed out like those people in the 5 for 5 picks. But now let's get into this one. So my first pick here, going to be right up top, Paul George against his former team, Indiana, going over on the points for PG. And this one should be a fast-paced game here against Indiana, who gives up a ton of points. Clippers have been playing pretty well as of late as well here. So Paul George coming back in the lineup. He had a solid game in his last one out. He's averaging just above 22 points per game, nearly 23 on the season here in a great spot. I think he's going to have a nice game in this one. So definitely liking PG. Over here, we could see over on Outlier, which does have a free 7-day trial if you want to check it out down below. It's something I use every day to make these picks and, hit those 5 for 5 slips like we did in the last video. So highly recommend checking it out. They have a 7-day free trial. We can check out Paul George here, and we can see on the season, 15 of 24 games, 63% of games he's gone over 22.5 so far this season. Like this game 2 games ago, he left with an injury, so we got to take into account the minutes here. I think we can give him about 31 safely. I don't think it's going to be a blowout game. And when he plays that many minutes, 15 of 21 games so far this season, he's gone over 22.5 points. Indiana allows 126 points per game, 29th worst defense in the league. Against small forwards, they are ranked 29th as well in the league, so it doesn't change here. Over 27 points per game. Liking Paul George in this spot. He's going to be the first one I lock in here. The second pick, we're going to go to another just straight points pick. Clint Capella, 14.5. Just seems way too high for Capella here. And I think he's going to come back down to earth. This one, I'm sure he hasn't hit this that many times this year. They are playing Detroit, is a team that can be exposed, but they've been absolutely getting blown out. Atlanta could even blow them out here with Trae Young and Murray both expected to play in this one. So Capella, I don't think is going to have to do much. Detroit should have some big men in there at least healthy, I would hope, for this game. I know they have been dealing with some injury trouble. I think Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duran are out, but Wiseman could be in there. So they still do have a ton of size on this team, even with the injuries. So Capella at 14.5, taking the under. This is just an overreaction to me to some big games that Capella had. And for whatever reason, he absolutely dominated the Raptors and Jakob Poeltl in the last 2 games. Back-to-back games they played Toronto. He got 17 and 18 against them, 14 the game before, and 15. So Capella has been on an insane roll. Not exactly sure what's going on with him. He has been getting more minutes. As you can see, back-to-back games with 34 minutes and was getting like 18 to high 20s in the games before that. But so far this season in 2023, 6 of 24 games, gone over 15 points. So not liking Capella in this spot. Detroit does give up the 25th most points in the league, but versus centers, they're down to 18th here. And this one has just been creeping up. It opened at 13.5, now up to 14.5. I think we got some overreactions based on these last 4 games, and I think we could see a regression here for Capella scoring the ball at least. He is getting more minutes, but just has never been a big scorer. So I'm going to take the under here on Capella. Just think it's an overreaction, overhyped here. So going under for the third pick. We're going to come over here to use OddsJam for our OddsJam pick of the day here. Great tool that I also use every day that has a 7-day free trial. If you want to check it out, use the link down below to get that trial. But one of their top picks here, Chet Holmgren, over on his PRA against Memphis. Obviously, he's going to be in a great spot here, and I think he can have a big one against Memphis, who's going to have trouble guarding him. Biombo is expected to be out in this one, so could be Xavier Tillman on him. Basically, how OddsJam works is they compare whatever player prop site you're on. Prizepicks could be Thrive, could be Underdog. We're on Prizepicks right now. They have it at 26.5. All these other sites have it at 27.5. FanDuel even has it at minus 120 to go over 27.5. So a lot of these sites are liking this one, taking the over here for a positive EV play from OddsJam, and a spot that I'm really liking as well for Chet Holmgren. So we're going to come back over here and lock in PRA for Chet on the over for the OddsJam pick of the day. So the fourth pick here is going to be from the same game. I'm going to Vince Williams Jr., who you may have never heard of, and I've heard of him, but all of a sudden he's playing more minutes here. I'm going to the under on his assist number. Been playing a lot recently. This is the last game he started in this one, and is a shooting guard, so he doesn't really play point guard. But Derrick Rose did get injured in this one, and he got 3 assists. Every game before this, he really hasn't been on the assist here. And, this one could go any which number of ways. The Memphis Grizzlies have been playing him recently, but they still haven't really been winning. So you never know. He could just be like almost completely out of the rotation. They still have guys that I'm sure they're just trying. Conchar could be into some more minutes. LaRavia just came back. Zaire Williams could be the guy in this one. They still have David Roddy, who's a shooting guard, small forward hybrid. They got Gilliard, who they played in this one. So it really could be anyone getting these minutes. As of late, it's been Vince Williams. If we look at his game log, all of a sudden on the 29th of November, he played 20 minutes, and then 26, 30, 25, 17, 26, 28, 30. So he's pretty consistently been getting these minutes as of late, but I think that could just change at any time. I mean, they're on a 4-game losing streak as well, so it's not like he's really been helping them win with these big minutes. We're going way back to college now here. His senior season, he averaged 3 assists. Before that, 2.2. So even in college, when he was like the guy on VCU, he wasn't averaging a ton of assists. We can also come back to Outlier and look at this one. So Vince Williams under on the 2.5 assists. 8 of his last 10 games. These are the games basically starting here when he got 20 minutes or more. So really, 6 of his last 8, he hasn't hit this when he's been playing big minutes. We can actually just come to 2023 and then filter by just look at games, where he's played at least 17 minutes. You could see 6 of 8 games he's gone under the 2.5 assist mark here. And I haven't even mentioned yet they're playing OKC, who's a really good team, and they don't allow a ton of points. So this one is just very curious to me and stuck out. Taking the under for all these reasons here. I'm sure a lot of the assists he's had have basically just been like, let me hand it off to Desmond Bane, and he chucks up a 3 and gets kind of a lucky assist here. So I don't plague him for 30 minutes. I would think lower 20s of minutes in this one. Just all that stuff playing into Vince Williams on the under, and I just think this line is too high as well. So now we're going on to the last pick here, and we're going to another assist prop, but a guy I really like on the assist prop. That's Julius Randall, 4.5. Basically, whenever this one's up on the board at 4.5, I've been taking it this year. Randall, you hate to say it because Julius Randall is one of the hardest players to watch, but he's been crushing this assist mark. And whenever I see this up on the board at 4.5, I'm usually taking it in some of my slips because he's just been consistently hitting this, and they keep going back to this 4.5 assists. If we look at Randall here, 17 of 25 games so far, he's hit this one, and it did take me a bit to catch on to the trend. This is 2023, so the first 5 games he got 7, 9, 4, 2, 4, and honestly, I probably caught on to the trend like around this time, and that's when he went on the hot since mid-November. He's only gone under this 4 times out of like 15 games. So Randall, whenever you see 4.5 on the assists, I'm usually taking the over, and I really like it. Again, today on Monday against the Lakers, you may think, pretty tough matchup. You can see here, Lakers actually 19th worst at giving up assists, almost 27 per game. Against power forwards, even worse, they rank 22nd. Randall, head-to-head against the Lakers, 4 of his last 4 games, he's gone over this assist mark. They haven't played him this year. This dates back to last season, but 4-4 for Randall over on the assists. Definitely liking this one for Julius Randall, and that's going to be the 5th pick. If you guys are not in the private Discord, you can get access to these picks as soon as they're posted. You might have noticed that some of these lines have changed. It's very crucial to get in on these lines, but also we have 5+ cappers in there giving out picks in the private Discord. You can see Volo here gave out this pick for the Sunday night game, just their favorite picks. They hit, so we have a ton of picks from all these cappers in the Discord. So definitely sign up if you haven't. I know a ton of you guys who watch the YouTube videos are already in there, but there's still a lot of people not in there. Some of the best cappers in the business giving out picks. I'm just one of them. There's some even sharper cappers in there in all sports. Also, if you're watching this video, the Monday Night Football video is live on the channel that I'll post here at the end card. Definitely make sure to click on that video and watch that one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next one.